It's Sunday fun day. Me and Jolene's just drove an hour and a half in a brand.
Turn right onto trunk 10. Then the destination is on your right.
That phone keeps interrupting me. We're in a brand new snowstorm, and we've come to look at a car for something to do, you know? That's what we've done. We've come for Sunday fun day to come look at a car. It's a 50.
The destination is on your right. 5300 trunk 10. Arrived.
56 Meteor. And we're just past it, and it's sitting right there. We're going to go in and take a look at it. Look, you got a 56 Ford there, and the reason we come looked at it, I like a 56, obviously. We're going to go out and take a look at it. Here we go. I'm going to get out my blanket and take a look underneath of her. We had a good old ride, that's for sure. How you doing? You're into 56 Fords and Mercury's, are you?
More or less.
More or less? What's more or less mean?
Well, I just happened to come across them, and it seems like a good idea at the time, but
Okay. I understand. Nope. You see fiberglass in the trunk panel. This is rotted in the back. That's not original. That's not original. They're a rare car.
yeah, the Meteors are only made in Canada, so
Yeah.
not very many of them around. And they got lots more chrome than the Fords.
They do sell. I don't know what to say. I don't know if to keep looking at it or not, but it's toasty in the back. Need some sills.
Yeah, it's gonna need a little work.
They're hanging over a little. She needs a little. That's enough for me. That's all I need to say. Thanks anyways.
You related to Sidville?
No, I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah. She's a bit rough underneath, eh?
Here and there, yeah.
Yeah.
Floors are a little bit.
Gotcha. Alrighty then. Thank you very much.
Okay.
We're just driving home from the car we went and looked at. When I laid the blanket down and looked underneath the rear of the car, I could tell what had been fixed, and it wasn't what I was looking for. If it was in better shape, I would have stayed and talked about it a little bit. Maybe, try to dicker on the price. The price was $5,000. It was a 1956 Meteor Niagara, and which is a Canadian Ford, is what it is. Has different stainless on it, different bumper and that sort of stuff. I like them. I've actually done one for a customer before. He had a two-door hardtop. I think it was one of 270 or something like that. A friend of mine, Roy Brown, had a collection of them. His son Danny's taken over now. They're a bunch of Canadian Fords or Meteors, and they're just rare. So I wanted to go take a look at it. So we jumped up in the snowstorm. We traveled an hour and a half. Went and took a look at it. When I got down and took a look at it, there was no sense of me getting up and saying this is not this or not that. I don't like this or don't like that. I just knew right then and there that the car wasn't for me because of the condition that it was in. And so basically I just kind of shut her down and went home, you know. When you go look at a car, you know, all you can do is look at it, and if you're interested, I guess you throw it an offer or ask them what their best price can be. But I knew it wasn't for me, so I just left it as that. And now we're on our way home. Some of the snow has melted. We drove down quite a snowstorm actually, but we said we'd be there, so that's what we did. We took off and went and seen the car. And if I did not go look at it, I would never know. You know, you really have to go take a look at it if you want to know what's going on or if you're interested or not. But it was priced at the price that I would be interested in something like that. But when I got down and looked at it, there was fiberglass mat that was in the trunk, and the trunk extensions were fixed. And basically, that's the first place I generally go. Just take a look down underneath. You can tell what a trunk extension looks like. I know what they look like. I've got a 55 at home. I know what the underneath them cars look like. But just take a look at it. So we just on our way home. We do car content. There wasn't much car content I was going to give there, just because I didn't feel like downing anything. Just didn't feel like downing it because I knew that I wasn't going to buy it. Basically, there's no sense me picking at it or pointing out any more stuff or blowing the snow off it and taking a look at it. It just was not worth it to me. So we're on our way home. The snow's off the roads now, which is nice. When we went down, the roads were covered. Me and Jolene pulled into the service station when we got there to gas up, and you couldn't tell, or I couldn't tell, but anyways, I jumped a curb about as tall as that fence right there, that cement fence there. It had snow pushed up against it, and when I pulled into the service station, we come about 3-4 feet off the ground. An old truck, Chevy Tough, she was right off the ground. Jolene started pissing herself laughing. I think the dog's damn near pissed itself. My eyes were about that big around. We went in the service station, used the washer, but that's what happened. So now we're just on our way home, and we thought we'd just show the way home and what we're doing. This is the town Kempful. There's where you go to court when you get in trouble. Yeah, I've been there many times, believe me. That's where you go to court. Kempful has got a new bridge. We got a new bridge in town. They did a nice job on this. Got decorated quite nicely. It's a nice railing on the top. Made it look like it's all made out of brick. Very nice. We got a Goodyear tire store over here, and we got a BF Goodrich tire store right over here. And yeah, this is called Gallus Hill, and I'm saying that, there might have been a hanging here maybe one time. That's where it's got its name, I would say, Gallus Hill. Can't remember how many years that was not obviously born at that time, but this is called Gallus Hill. I'm thinking there must have been a hanging of some sort, but history, that is, just history. But we come into town, if we come into town, we generally come in this way when we come to town. It's Sunday Fun Day. We jumped that old curb. It was Sunday Fun Day, wasn't it, baby, right? It was Sunday Fun Day. We won't forget that. Jolene came out of the washroom just crying. I said, "What's wrong with you?" She said, I couldn't help but laughing. She was crying so hard, tears were coming out of her eyes while she was in there having a piss. I was like, wow, that was funny. It was funny for a minute. This is what we're doing. We're taking a ride home. And what we're going to do is we're going to get home. There's not going to be no time for no video. We were going to take a video down there, but for me to discuss the car when I knew I wasn't going to take it, driving an hour and a half in a snowstorm, it's just time to leave and get home. But what we did is we kind of we got the information that we needed. We seen the price. We knew the car. We went and looked at it. Now we know that we do not need it, and that's what we got to do. If you want something, you got to go take a look. Take a look. Oh, we're coming up on D&M Altamar. We always get comments about the U-Hauls that we always take a U-Haul trailer. This is where we get our U-Haul trailers at D&M. Here's a U-Haul place that we go get our trailers. No, always good to us, you know. If we need one, you know, and they're not set up to get rid of it, we can call them and they'll set us up. They're very good that way, you know, very obliging. D&M, Mike is one of the owners. I used to play hockey with Mike. Believe it or not, wearing the old Quebec Nordique jacket, just a, you know, kind of an old, just nostalgic jacket, Nordique jacket. Kind of like the color of it with the red hat. You know, I used to be a hockey guy. I used to like hockey. I liked all the sports, you know. I was competitive at one time. Yeah, I kind of changed my ways when I left school at an early age. 16 years old, I was all done. I was out providing, had a job. I did so, had a job. Right up here on the left-hand side, his name is Sonny Bennett, and he has, Jolene actually did a little video there. We got a window seal from him. He owns some very nice Meteors. I did one of them for him, and it's parked in the garage in there. It's a two-tone green with the black stripe. Gorgeous car. I think it's one of 270 some. Beautiful. Very gorgeous. On that car, I can remember, you know, that car was not in great shape when it first came in, not at all. But when we did that car, or when I did that car, the chassis was pitted or whatever. The floor was gone, the trunk was gone, the wheel wells were gone. I put it on a rotisserie. I replaced it all, painted inside and out. But when I did that car, I filled the chassis to make it look nicer than it was original. That chassis underneath that car is absolutely gorgeous, or it was when it left the shop. I filled it from head to toe, just a skim. Like, I mean, we're not, you know, filling like a car. If you warp something up, the filler's there to fix the pits and any imperfections. That's all it's there for. It wouldn't be, you know, if it wouldn't break off or anything like that. It's not that thick. It's just enough to take out the imperfections. But that chassis looked absolutely gorgeous when we were done. And that's the way you get a show chassis, is to skim it and filler. And some people realize and some people don't. I like this home. It's a nice home. School teacher of mine used to own that. Newcomb's. I think they're, I'm not sure, but I'm not sure if that's Newcomb's there or not. Don't know. It's got some geese in the field. There's some geese. Canadian geese there. Canada. Sell corn there. You can go buy your corn there. You can get a baker's dozen. A baker's dozen is 13 instead of 12. A baker's dozen. Right here on the left-hand side, this little brown house here, there was years ago when I was young, there was a tornado. And I'm not sure if it spent its life in that garage or not, but from what I understand, Jay Leno has a tornado, and I was told through the grapevine that tornado is the one that Jay Leno bought from that garage.
Wow.
That's what I was told. Could be a fib, and it could be the truth. I don't know. I guess the only one person that would know would be Jay Leno himself, where the tornado come from. But there was a tornado in there that's a front wheel drive. I think Jay Leno has one that's 1,000 horsepower or something like that. But that's what I understand, that's where that car went. And that was a long time ago. That was before I was into cars. That's when I was knee-high to a grasshopper. And they called me rink-a-dink, pissed in the kitchen sink. But that's what I'm telling you. It was a long time ago. We're coming up to an old... There's another story I'm going to tell you. You'll laugh again. Right up here on the left-hand side. This is sort of where you get the name Bad Chad, I guess. On the left-hand side, coming around the corner here, there's a poultry plant. They used to kill chickens. That's where the poultry plant is straight ahead. And I worked there a few years until I got fired. And when I got fired, I worked in the kill room for a long time. And I got a chance to work in the packing area. Well, I needed to use the washroom, and they wouldn't let me use the washroom, so I pissed in the freezer. Well, I ended up getting fired. They asked me where the yellow snow come from. I said, I don't know. I think a skunk might have been in here, maybe. But anyways, I did tell them the truth. I got fired. I don't know. Whose fault is it? Them for not letting me use the washroom, or for me having to go? Can't tell you. Anyways, I got fired and went on to another chicken plant. I got fired from that chicken plant. It was a different story. We're not there, so I'm not going to tell you that one. There's an old friend of mine. His name's Dan Ansons, lives in that house there. He used to have a little dog, a little Chihuahua, and his name was Suizon. And his pecker was bigger than the dog because he couldn't walk when Dan had to kick him out the door when he got a hum on. And the poor little dog couldn't walk when he got a hum on. It was quite something else. Yeah, they called him Suizon. You didn't want to pass out anywhere because you wouldn't know if the dog would jump on you or not. This is called Canard. We're on our way home. We're on our way home. This is Highway 358. If you ever come to Nova Scotia and you're on the 101, we are exit 11, and you turn and you take a right and you follow the 358, and you can follow right to our house. There's no turns, there's no nothing. You just get off the highway, exit 11, and you're on the 358, and you just keep driving until you see the house. And it's on the way to the Look-Off. We have a place up on the hill, it's called the Look-Off. It's a camping area. That's where we live. So we've been on the road for 3 hours this morning, and we're just getting home. When we left, the roads were covered full of snow, and you could not see the road, nor could you see the mediums. You could not see them. But everything's okay. I thought it ripped both bumpers off, to be honest with you, but I get out and looked. It didn't rip the bumpers off.
You're 4x4.
Yeah, we 4x4. I would like to know that we were going, but when it was over, it was like, wow, that was quite a ride.
We were airborne.
Yeah, all the wheels come off the ground. Yeah, something right in the lampoon. Wow, I didn't know the truck could get that much air. So we're coming into Canning now. Yeah, we're coming into Canning. We're just in Canada, but we're coming into Canning. I've lived here all my life, and Jolene grew up probably 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
Jolene grew up 10 or 15 minutes away. I knew Jolene's mother when I was young, playing ball hockey. Her mother played ball hockey, so I would see her mother at the ball hockey arena. I just didn't know Jolene at the time. That's probably because she was young. Yeah. Turned this corner here many times. I can remember a truck come around here with a log truck. I think it was a log truck, and all the logs flew off, and there was a line of young kids walking up the road, and it missed the kids. Hard to believe. All the log truck flopped over, and it missed all the kids. Crazy. There's where Mike lives. Mm-hmm. That's too bad we didn't show that.
I did show it.
Oh, well, the big beautiful house on the corner is where Mike lives from Oak Island. We did a little interview with him. That's the big house that he lives in. It is quite a statement piece, that's for sure. I've been in it a few times by different owners. I never grew up that way. We have a new pub in Canning. We have probably the best liquor store around. And I'll tell you why, because it's always open. It's always open. We're still on the 358. That was the Robert Borden statue. I'd have to read it to tell you what he was. Something to do with the military, I think. So this is the way to the look-off. Just gonna zoom up the hill here. We'll soon be home. And we're gonna go in and relax. And, it's not a whole bunch of car content, but we tried. We tried. It just didn't work out. I wasn't in the mood to stand in a snowstorm and talk about something that I wasn't going to buy, and I wasn't going to knock the car down because I wasn't going to buy it. See that little snowblower she got going on there?
Yeah, that was cool.
It's quite something else, eh?
Electric.
Electric in the snow. Awesome. Electric in the snow. I know a lot of people in the village of Canning. I know a lot of people don't go out much anymore in the village of Canning. Just, I'm at that age where don't go out anymore because I'm not, I've got more things to do at home than I do anywhere else. I find as you grow, you seem to grow roots right in your own home. You stay home a little bit more. Used to run the roads, but never got me anywheres. I figured that out after a while. I think you were missing something, but you weren't missing something. You weren't missing nothing. All you were missing was trouble. We have a big farm here that grows a lot of vegetables. Used to work for him one time. I can tell you how that ended, but you could probably figure it out. All right, we're home. We woke up this morning and Joni said, wow, you're going to drive an hour and a half in this? And I said, well, we said we were going to, so here we go. And we did. Well, if I was an Indian, I would say no one's been in. And you know why? Because there's no tracks. There you go. We're home. Well, thanks everybody for watching the video, I guess. We tried. It's just, it wasn't in me to stand and talk about something I didn't need. And we had to go look at it to find out if we needed it. And it's Sunday, fun day. So I'm going to go in and lay down with Jolene. Maybe have a beer. Offer Jolene a beer. We'll sit and have a little lay down. Excuse me, a little talky poo-poo or something like that. Just relax. Maybe laughing at me.
Just laughing at her.
Oh, our four-wheel drive jump. Jolene's still pissing herself. She's just lucky. She's just happy that I ruined the truck and not her. I didn't see it, you know what I mean? I didn't see it. But the woman in the service station must have thought we were in some hurry to come in and use the washroom, because I'm telling you, the old truck was off the ground. All righty, we're going to say 10-4 and see you all later. But I had to go take a look at it because I was interested. The price was right, just that the car did not fulfill my needs. And that's all I can say. And you have to go look at it, whether to know if you want it or not. All right, have a good one, everybody. See you later.